great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with Coach Beard pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Chanticleers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Eagles offense will have first crack at this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
So Coastal Carolina's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more. Makes a grab and room to run.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Lining up trying to convert this third and short from the 40. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hollins. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Gives it on the option. Got a little grass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Barber. Snagged in the middle, it's Washington. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The shot that clears will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Dumps it off in the flats. At the 40, there he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Lawrence. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it out fast. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Dropping back, it's Barber. Looking for the score. Touchdown, shot to clear. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's why the coach decides to go for it on 4th and goal that close to the goal line. He knows he's got a quarterback, David, that's going to make the right read and the right decision when it matters most.
It's so nice to have that guy that you know is going to stay calm no matter the down. 4th down right there. Obviously trailing, needed a big play. He came through with it. And now, do you put 1 on the board, tie this game, or do you go for 2?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dallas. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. And the shot to clears want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Moving out of the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings, the Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 16, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Horned Frogs with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And with that W, they get back above 500, 3-2 now on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game on the surf turf. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Back to pass, it's Barber. Here's the pressure. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The shot that clears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. On first down, here comes this offense. Might as well give it to him again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The give on the option. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Johnson wants to throw it. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch on the left. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Past the 50. The 40, the 20, the pick 6, he takes it in. Touchdown, Eagles. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on. Track and get another W.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Past the 20. He's at the touchdown, Coastal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah. I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick.
Here's a little room there. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Johnson looking to throw. The quick out. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Dallas. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And he's brought down after a nice game. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Catch in the middle. It's Lawrence. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Barber. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch down the right side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Gives it on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And hang on, they are leaving the offense out there. Look, I understand it doesn't add a possession to the lead with the field goal, but I don't know, it doesn't hurt to tack on some points at this juncture of the game. tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.